Hello Gallivanters and Ranters! It has been a minute. It has been almost a year since I came to you with a rant and about a year and a half since I came to you with an update. A lot has changed in that time, so here we are a year and a half later, on to update number 9. Part of the reason that I didn't do any more updates from Belize is because I met someone and we kind of lived a pretty mundane life. We got a place together in Belmopan for a month, which is the capital, which is in the center of the country, and he went to work every day and I was a housewife and we didn't do much else. However, when my money was up, I went back to Los Angeles and tried twice unsuccessfully after that to move to Belize. The first time I didn't have enough money to stay and my partner was working 7 days a week, so it really wasn't ideal. And the second time was because I realized the relationship that I was in just wasn't the greatest. In between those two attempts, I went back to New York for a few months and got my fix of the city. After the second attempt of moving to Belize didn't work, I ended up moving back to Los Angeles, and after a little while I decided it just wasn't for me. I wasn't feeling it, so I decided to hit the road again. Since the dog walking company I work for is a national company, I can work in any city that has clients. So my first stop was San Diego and Ocean Beach. Yikes. Bad mistake. There were not that many clients there, and 2 weeks in a row I made only $90. I think 1 week I made 90 and 1 week I made 93. So what the hell does a person do when you only have $90 for the week? I went to Tijuana. Right across the border in Tijuana, Mexico, there is a hostel for $10 US a night, so I was able to make that stretch for an entire week. I spent $70 on accommodation and $20 for food and transportation. Wasn't able to make that much money there either, obviously, and but I did make enough for me to get up to San Diego and get a bus the hell out of there that next week. I ended up taking the bus up to Anaheim, and then from Anaheim I took the Metrolink out to Corona, where I stayed with my friend Allison for a week. Thank you so much to Allison and to everyone that has helped me along the way. It's super appreciated. I ended up, after being there for a week with my friend, I ended up going back to LA just to pass through, and I was quite successful actually. I stayed in a hostel in Venice Beach and was able to pick up quite a few walks. So I made about $400 that first week back in LA. But like before, I just wasn't feeling it, so I was looking through the app and seeing where I could go next, and that brings me to where I am right now, which is in Seattle, Washington. I saw that there were quite a few dogs to walk here in Seattle. The queue just stayed full. It didn't look like they had enough walkers, and I was excited to kind of, at that point, have gone from Tijuana to, you know, Corona to Los Angeles, and then that would bring me up here. So I jumped on the first Amtrak and made my way up here to Seattle. To be honest, Seattle is just really not my vibe. I came here, like I said, because I saw that there were a lot of dogs to walk and I could make quite a bit of money, which I do. I'm making roughly about $400 a week, which is great, but the amazing hostel that I was staying at when I first got here, and I was only paying $185 per week and in an amazing location, they decided to close completely down. They were in an old house, and rumor had it that the house had been bought out and that they were going to completely demolish it to build up apartment complexes. Go figure. Someone also told me that here in Seattle there are more cranes than in Abu Dhabi than in Dubai, and that's insane because there are so many different you know, apartment complexes, condos, everything going up. This place is being gentrified as fuck, like, and it's hard to watch. It really is hard to watch because all of these places that I'm seeing going up every day, I know that, you know, history has been destroyed in order to build up these places. And you have companies like Amazon and Google that are here in Seattle, and they're making way for all of these people to come in, and the rents are skyrocketing, and it's just very difficult to find housing in this area. And so I've been to several other places besides that, several different Airbnbs, but they're either been really disgusting, or like the last hostel and this hostel that I've stayed at, they're amazing, but they're overpriced. So I'm paying you know, a good $250 for the week, which is literally $1,000 in rent, but I can't afford to make enough money in a week to be able to pay first in security for a sublet, and I definitely don't qualify to make first last in security to find my own place and to sign my own lease somewhere, even if it's for 6 months. Also, I just want to say apologies for any noise in the background. I don't have lapel mics. I'm just working with my Canon G7X, and I am in the lounge area of the hostel that I'm staying at. I'm grateful right now that I am the only person in here, because I get camera shy when there's other people around. But there is a washer and dryer behind me, and I have closed the door, but unfortunately you can still hear the people putting in quarters and running the washer and dryer. So apologies for any noise that might be heard in the background. Also, if you see me looking down, I've written all of this stuff out because it's been a while, so going off the dome is just not possible, because I know I'll leave stuff out and it'll take me forever to make this video. So yeah, I'm just like staring at my notes to kind of like get a feel for where I'm going next. So I do have a possibility to do a work trade here at this hostel. I'm going to leave it up to fate. I'm going to wait to post it, because I don't want them to, you know, see this video for whatever reason and see me saying like, oh, like Seattle's not my vibe, you know, because it's just a lot of rain here. Like there's a lot of rain, and it's cold. I mean, it's still winter time and everything. It's the middle of February, but I need sunshine. I need warmth. I need beaches. Like with the work trade program, I would get free accommodation, and I would work from 11 to 3, 6 days a week. And from 10 to 4 is usually when I do my dog walking, and that's when I make the bulk of my money. So having to, you know, maybe pick up 1 or 2 walks in the morning and then most of them in the evening or at night, I'm not sure if I can make enough money. So that's something that I'm worried about, honestly. I was excited at first with the prospect of having free accommodation, but then I started to really like think things through, and I'm like, you know what, I don't know if it'll be worth it, because even if I only make half of what I'm making now, I'm kind of in the same boat, but then also worse off, because adding on 24 more hours of labor than I already have. So I don't know that it'll actually benefit me, but I will find out within the next couple of days whether or not they accept me for the program or not. If they don't, all is well. I'm actually going to be very okay with that decision, and I'll decide where to go to next. If they do accept me for the position, then I have a choice to make. I have to decide whether or not I'm going to stay and do the work program. There's a minimum 2-month commitment, and you can extend after that if you want, but I'm just, like I said, I'm not really feeling it here. The lack of sunshine is like, I'll get into my mental health in just a bit, but it's making it a lot worse. You know, I'd much rather, I told my mom the other day, I was like, I know I'm probably gonna be sad anywhere I go, but I'd rather be sad where there's sunshine and you know, like warmth, than be sad in the rain and the cold. So that is the update from where I've been, and now on to how I am doing mentally. Like I just mentioned, not doing very well, to be really honest. I ended up going back to the relationship that I said that wasn't the greatest, and we've been on and off again. Currently, as this video is going, we are off. I don't know how long that will last, because typically it only lasts for a few days, and then one of us is like reaching out to the other one like, hey, I really miss you, blah blah blah, and then we reconnect and all this kind of stuff. I know it's toxic, I know it's not great, but the thing is that I don't have any friends here. I don't have any family here. I am all alone. One of my best friends back in December decided she no longer wanted to be in my life, which was very hurtful. It's not the first time it's happened to me. In fact, it's happened way more times than I care to count. I am a smart enough person to realize that there's probably something that's wrong with me, you know, or something that I could do better, and I'm willing to put in work, but at the same time, nobody feels like I'm worthy enough of telling me what it is that I'm doing that's irritating them, or like they're not feeling the energy. The quarters again. Getting permanent housing has not been easy because like I said, I don't have enough to make first, last, and security, and I really need that privacy and that personal space. I'm a very introverted person, and I need that space to meditate and to cry if I need to. I was also planning for the third and final try to move to Belize in September, but as of right now, that's not looking like it's going to happen. And it really sucks because I'm not just giving up a relationship, I'm also giving up leaving the United States, which has been something that I've been wanting to do for so long. I'm giving up being a mother and having a family, and that's not easy. You know, and so that's one of the reasons that I, you know, also keep going back to this relationship, is like, I really want to try it because this person is like, you know, we've both tried to really make this work, but it's just the dynamics of everything right now. It's not happening. So truthfully, I've seen a few more cities since the last time I talked to you, but I'm no further along than I was a year and a half ago. I still have zero idea what it is that I want to do with life, and I'm back to square one. And you know, sometimes it's crystal clear about where I want to go and what I want to do, and sometimes it's like it is now, and you know, I know that I want to get out of where I am, but I have no idea where I want to go. I have many decisions to make, and that is very rough because I am very much an indecisive person, and having all of these things happen all at once has been really challenging, and it has definitely put me into this negative space. But I just have to take one day at a time and, you know, focus on the things that I can control and let the universe deal with the things that I can't control. Besides that, I do have some gallivanting videos that are coming up. I spent New Year's Eve in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and also it is election year, so I will obviously have a few rants for you from now until November. I want to say hello to all of my new followers. I know I have several since the last time I uploaded a video. I still love soca music. That's the last video that I just put up last summer from Kess's Tuesday on the Rocks in New York City, and right now this weekend is kicking off Carnival in Trinidad and Tobago. And tomorrow is the last Mashal Monday, and it breaks my heart that I'm not there to witness it. That's another thing I need to focus on. I really want to do more videos on Carnival, because this is just the kickoff, you know, Trinidad, just the kickoff for the year. We have so many more islands to go. We have Los Angeles coming up at the end of June, Labor Day in New York, and you know, maybe, who knows, maybe I'll go to St. Lucia or go to somewhere else. I don't know if I'll make Carnival in Belize for September, but we'll see what happens. I would like to make it to at least one island Carnival this year, especially one that I haven't been to yet. So we will see what happens. Much love sent to everyone that has watched to the end of this video, and until the next time, I leave you with revolutionary love.